On December 12th, the church celebrates the beautiful feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. The image that I'm holding here is found in a wonderful book that I want to just show you the cover. It's called Guadalupe Mysteries, Deciphering the Code. About 4 or 5 years ago, I had the opportunity to travel to Mexico with a pilgrimage group led by Father Esteban and see the actual image. I'm sure you know a little bit of the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe, but I'll just give you some highlights. On December 9th, 1531, she appeared to Juan Diego on Tepeyac Hill. Now that hill was associated with the Mother God near his village in Mexico. She would appear to him 5 times by the date of December 12th, asking him to have a basilica built in her honor. Mary sent him to the bishop, but the bishop didn't believe that this humble man would have such an experience, and so he asked for a sign. On the final visit, Our Lady directed Juan to collect some flowers which really did not grow in that area, so that in itself was extraordinary. She, with her own hands, arranged the flowers in the folds of his tilma, and when he brought them to the bishop and unfurled the tilma, the miraculous image appeared on the inside. 8 million Indians would enter the church as a result of Mary's appearance in Mexico. Simultaneously in Europe, millions of Catholics were falling prey to the various heresies that were plaguing the church in the 16th century. You could take a whole course on the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe, but some of the details of her clothing and her whole appearance, I would just like to share them with you and maybe whet your appetite that you do your own research. Mary is surrounded by rays, luminous light, and that is a sign that she's clothed with the sun, a reference to the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 1. She stands on the moon, and this is significant because the Mesoamericans believed that the moon was the god of darkness, and here we have Mary overcoming darkness by standing on this image. She's upheld by an angel. In their culture, only royalty would be carried on the hands or the shoulders of someone else. Her mantle is turquoise, or a sort of blue-green, and it's trimmed in gold. Those were colors associated with the gods and with royalty. Green is also the color of fruitfulness and life. In Christian art, blue is symbolic of eternity and immortal life. Her dress itself is a rose color, a pale rose color, which is associated with the sunrise, the first lights of dawn. The most fascinating thing, however, are the appearances of stars on her mantle. The book goes into great length to explain the scientific connection between the stars on the mantle and the stars that were in the sky on the morning that Mary appeared to Juan Diego. Interestingly enough, the constellation Virgo appears right over her heart. So it's as if Mary had gone through the heavens in her descent to earth and just pierced these constellations which remain imprinted on her. More than the image itself and all the wonderful things associated with it, I would like to leave you with the words of Our Lady spoken to Juan Diego. He had many concerns, a sick uncle, his poverty, taking care of his family. And he says all of these things to her. He brings these concerns to her, and this is what she says to him. And I think it's a message really for all of us. Am I not here, I who am your mother? Are you not under my shadow and protection? Am I not the source of your joy? Are you not in the hollow of my mantle, in the crossing of my arms? Do you need something more? Let nothing else worry you or disturb you. I want to add one little detail. Before I left for Mexico, I was down here in the local jewelry store the one that had been here for so many years. And I saw a beautiful medal of Our Lady of Guadalupe, very beautiful. And I thought, well, I'm going to Mexico, I'm not going to buy it. If it's here when I come home, I'll take another look. I went to Mexico, I saw nothing that was like the medal, and I happened to be wearing it. What struck me most of all was what it said on the back of the medal. He has not done this for any other nation. Well, that inscription was over the sanctuary in the church in Mexico City, where Father Esteban was saying daily Mass when we stayed in Mexico City. So I purchased the medal, and it's a reminder to me not only of Our Beautiful Lady of Guadalupe, but also of the trip and the special connection of that medal with the inscription in the church in Mexico City. May Our Lady of Guadalupe bless you all.
En aquellos tiempos, Dios mandó al ángel Gabriel a una ciudad de Galilea llamada Nazaret a visitar a una virgen de nombre María. Cuando el ángel Gabriel entró a su casa, le dijo: «Llena eres de gracia, el Señor está contigo». La virgen, al oír esto, se espantó y se asustó, pues no sabía qué quería decir semejante saludo. Pero el ángel le dijo: «No temas, María, pues Dios ha hallado gracia en ti, y darás a la luz a un hijo, y le pondrás por nombre Jesús». Entonces, la Virgen María le dijo: «¿Cómo puede ser que yo quede embarazada, ya que yo permanezco virgen?». El ángel le contestó: «Esta misma noche, el Santísimo descenderá sobre ti y te acogerá con su sombra». Después, la Virgen María le dijo: «Hágase en mí según tu palabra, pues yo soy la esclava del Señor». Y hoy, precisamente 12 de diciembre, se cumplen 490 años que la madre del Hijo del Dios viviente se le apareció al indio Juan Diego en el cerro del Tepeyec, en México. Hermanas y hermanos, que en este día seamos como la Virgen María y nos dejemos instrumentar como ella hacia nuestro Señor Jesucristo, ya que Él es, fue y será siempre el Dios verdadero, y Él nos dará la vida eterna. Una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo para todos ustedes. Bendiciones.